Welcome to 10 Minutes. I'm Tony Scott. Join with me.
Hi.
Happy Pants.
Happy Pants. I got a pair
Peter
of
Rodney.
chinos on today. I can't think of a happier pair of
Yeah,
pants.
you're kind of chinoed out, aren't you?
I'm chined out right now.
It's your navy chinos. Well, it's better than that shirt you wore last week that was 19 sizes too large. You're kind of
I was wearing a large shirt last
now
week.
about a quadruple extra large.
Oh.
It's a little large.
Which in my world is just a regular large.
But speaking of large,
It's medium.
it was a large week for girls hockey. We want to go through some headlines at the youth level.
Hit me.
All right, 10A, Egan Invergrove wins their tournament, outscored opponents 13-3. Champlain Park Coon Rapids beat Blaine on Saturday. I was
a player
there.
you really liked in that
Yes,
game.
there
too.
was. Sophia Olson. Not only did she move the puck well, score some goals, but she and her teammates, unbelievable sellies. They did this like
Really?
selly with the foot thing where they like hit feet and all kinds of things going on here.
Hit feet.
Number 2 skates. Their skates. They clipped their skates together. It was
Interesting.
I'd say it was
It's like river dance on ice.
yeah, it was river
for
dance.
real?
Yeah,
Oh.
it was a river dance. It was exact. I didn't know what that was, but now
Throwing it back to 1996.
God, it was
All right.
good. I'd say they are the second best team behind Woodbury.
Okay.
They will play Woodbury in the Skate for the Roses in Stillwater.
We'll talk about Woodbury later.
Yes, we will. 12A.
12A, my favorite 12A team, the Firebirds, Burnsville Apple Valley.
Good name though. Firebirds is maybe a
I
little
like
better
the Firebird. You know,
Firehawks.
my sister had a Firebird.
I bet she did. Did she have like the little Firebird on the hood?
I don't remember that. I know it was a plum Firebird. In any case, Burnsville Apple Valley wins the Alexandria 12A tournament. Stillwater,
Your squad.
I don't know if I'd call it an upset, but a big win over Minnetonka Black by a score of 1-0. 1-0 seems to be Stillwater's favorite score of the season.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. And that's partly because of their goaltender.
Lily Timmons.
Maybe not. Maybe
No,
largely
Timmons is the
because of their goaltender, Lily Timmons. Okay, 15A. Best game last week in 15A was the late conference battle between Wayzata Blue and Tonka Black. They tied 1-1.
A small preview of next year's high school game.
We also got out to a game and saw Blaine knock off North Wright County, Shelby Sandberg with a hat trick.
Nice game. Got
we'll-
a glowing report from our photographer.
Yes, very glowing. All right, let's talk picks. All right? It's pick time. The St. Luke's tournament going on up in Duluth this weekend.
It's a fun tournament.
Yes, it is. You've been to it a couple times, right?
Past 3 years.
Yeah, all right. It was at least twice.
I spent a Sunday afternoon next to Lake Superior.
All right, 10A, who's going to win it?
Woodbury. There's our mention of our weekly mention.
I'm not going to argue. When a coach of a top 5 team at 10A comes up to you and says, you got it right, Woodbury is the best team when they're all healthy by far. So we're going Woodbury on that one. 12A, you going to go with your Edinas again?
I am going to take Edina, but you like an odd pick. You're
I'm going to go
outside
with the
state
number
lines
2
here.
team in Chicago and the number 5 team in the country, the CYA Chicago Young Americans. I think
good
they're going to
team.
come up to Duluth and take some hardware home.
It's a good team. You know, one of those things, we mention this almost every week when we talk about an outstate team, is that you don't have any game film, you haven't seen them play yet, you don't know who's going to show up, you don't know who's not going to show up.
I agree.
So one of those mystery teams.
We have another Goocher. 2 out of our 3 picks for the St. Luke's are Goochers. We're going to Gooch the Edina. You have to. I mean, they're undefeated. They're slaughtering everybody.
Yeah.
I'm going to go Edina in 15A. How
I'm
about
going
you?
to take Edina in 15.
Hesitant Edina. It's a hesitant Edina.
Well, I mean, there are 2 outstate teams in the 15A level: the Thunder Bay Queens,
Yes.
Chicago Young Americans, 2
Madison
other.
Mavericks,
4.
Madison Capitals.
There are 4 outstate
field.
teams in the
Real good
15A,
field.
so 4 teams that you might not have a book on yet. I think they could make some noise.
Hats off to the organizers of St. Luke's. Getting teams to come and play in Minnesota during the Minnesota season
Especially
is not easy.
Those Chicagoland teams.
And getting them from Chicago and Madison, Thunder Bay, not as big of an achievement because it's a few hours away, but that's a pretty nice deal. So hats off to them. Hats off to them. A great tournament.
A testament to a strong field.
Agreed. All right, let's switch gears from the amateurs to the pros.
One last point on the St. Luke's.
Oh.
Amsoil should host almost every championship for youth tournaments in the Duluth area.
Super cool, isn't it?
It's fun to watch. It's fun to be there for the kids. I think they should look into that.
Okay. All right. Now, on the your Whitecaps, or is it my Whitecaps? They're my Whitecaps. I pick the Whitecaps every week. You
yeah,
pick
but I'm
against
right
them.
every week.
You were right. The Pride won again.
They did. It was a tea party in Boston. The Whitecaps split out east, but they will welcome the Connecticut Whale here for 2 games.
So they beat the Whale, and now they get them back here
for 2 games.
That's tough. I mean, overcoming. You know, you beat them. They've beaten them before. Now they got to play them on home ice, sold out arena. Could they overlook Connecticut?
I don't think so.
Okay. All right. I don't either.
I'm going to call a split. I'm going to call a split this weekend.
I think going to anti-Whitecaps again.
I'm not going anti-Whitecaps. I say they win game 1, lose game 2.
Okay. I don't think they're going to lose. I just think they got more talent.
If this comes true, I'm going to
just stop.
I'm going to
stop picking. Just stop picking.
I'm just going to stop. I'm going to retire.
NWHL picks.
I'm not going to gamble on sports anymore.
Just stop.
I'm not going to fill out a March Madness bracket.
All right.
I'm going to retire.
Okay. What's the favorite topic this week? This is a good one. I'm going to fix my hair for this one.
Courtesy of the crack team at YHH. Our favorite this week is favorite hair product.
All right, you go first. You're more hair than me.
Okay, I have a bit of a list.
You probably got a bunch of it.
So with water,
it's a favorite. That's one.
For water,
not multiple.
No, because there are multiple categories. So for a water-based pomade, it's Suavecito, not extra firm, just regular Suavecito. For clay, it's the Lay Right matte clay with the black label. For hairspray, it's what I have in right now, Not Your Mother's Beach Babe Sea Salt Spray.
Are you
oil-based pomade? It's Murray's.
Are you done?
I'm trying to think of everything.
No, you're done. You're done.
Oh, grooming cream, American Crew Forming Cream.
This is a 10-minute show, not a 2-hour show.
Yeah, and we're allegedly at 7 minutes.
Okay, all right. So mine, I'm not as complicated as this guy. It's the straight Crew pomade. Okay, and then in high school, when I was these guys' age, I used a thing called Crew Comb, and you can still get Crew Comb at Dick's Barbers in Edina, 44th in France.
So I thought you would have used Brill cream.
I did a little bit when I had a flat top.
Some sweet mousse.
That was just the flat top, but
did you use the hair dryer too?
No hair dryer. No, straight.
Low maintenance, and it shows.
All right, switching gears to girls' high school.
Yeah.
Let's talk a little bit about your podcast, Her Ice. Talk to me what a listener can listen to. How long is the show? What is your topics? What's some of the fun parts of it? Why someone would tune in?
I would say that our show is fairly consistent. We try to keep the same sort of broad topics. We like to highlight a few players that might not get a ton of attention around the state. We recap the rankings, see if there's any changes. We also do a section called Our Talker, which is where we pick a topic and Todd and I just kind of riff on what's happening. The show is
easy guy to riff with.
He's an easy guy to riff with. You put us in a room together and you give us enough caffeine and we'll go on and on and on. But we like to highlight teams that might not get as much attention. Like I said, players might not get as much attention, and it's a half hour. It's pretty condensed. So we might not get to everything, but we do our best.
All right. Since that makes you a girls' high school hockey expert, and you do the rankings for our site. Remember, he does the rankings. So if you're coach at the high school level, send him complaints.
Email me.
Send them to me.
Call me.
Him.
Beat me.
Okay.
If you want to complain about the rankings.
This week's number one in girls AA. We already know who number one in Class A is, right? Okay, who's number one in A?
It's Forest Lake, and certain outlets may ignore the fact that Forest Lake is 20-1, and they might keep teams ahead of them that I don't really think should be. In my personal rankings, I do not reward losing. It doesn't matter who it is.
I'm going to challenge you, though.
Okay.
I'm going to challenge you.
That's
so
fine.
They're 20-1.
Yep.
On January 29th, they play Blake.
Yeah.
Favored or not favored? Favored or not favored?
Not favored.
Then they shouldn't be number one in your rankings.
Why not?
Okay.
Why not? They're 20-1
because
right now.
Blake's better. So then you think Blake should be number one. Blake number one.
See, you can,
Rankings not 101.
there are two schools of
Who's
thought
better?
generally when it comes to rankings. There are
Who's gonna win?
performance, who's going to win that game.
Yeah.
Blake is going to win that game.
Oh,
but there are two schools of thought when it
wow.
comes to rankings. One is past performance, which is one loss, goals for, goals against, and the other is based on potential. The people who rank based on potential are essentially saying if these two teams had to meet each other and they play each other, then Team X would win, therefore they should be ranked higher. But that completely ignores a team's resume. So a team with 5 losses shouldn't necessarily be ahead of a team with 1 loss just because you think that they have more talent.
Okay. All right. Well, I respect that, but not really. If you think Blake's going to beat Forest Lake on Jennifer Net, then Blake should be number 1. All right. Maybe that's my boom roasted, but I'm not going to do that.
You can
I have
boom
a
roast me, that's
pre-prescribed
fine.
boom roasted. I was covering that Champlain Park, Coon Rapids, Blaine Spring Lake Park 10A game. Say that 10 times. And here's my boom roasted. I went into the penalty box between periods to find out the name, the number of a goal scorer, so I could tweet out the results.
Spell the name right.
Spell the name right. Get all that right. And the guy gave it to me begrudgingly. And then after the game, I went back and to get the final score sheet to give it the final tallies. And the guy looks at me all cross-eyed. He looks at me and he goes, "What is number 8, your daughter or something?" Like as if I was a dad, and I was a dad coming down to the box to ensure that she got credit for the goal. And I said, "No, I'm from Youth Hockey Hub. I'm just here to cover the game." And the guy in the penalty box, the other guy in the penalty box goes, "Yeah, he's from YHH." Boom roasted to that guy.
To the guy who wouldn't let you see the score sheet.
Exactly.
It's a score
Let
sheet.
me see it. It
not
was
not the nuclear codes.
It was good. It was good, though. Exactly. That's what my point is. It's not nuclear codes. Just let us see who scored. That's all we want to know.
And part of the problem is that if we tweet it and we don't look at the score sheet and we spell the name wrong,
And then
3
we get
different
even
people are
bigger
going to
trouble.
comment, it's actually spelled this way. It's actually spelled this
Get in
way.
even bigger trouble.
Yeah.
You are in charge of the game puck today, my
I
friend.
am in charge of the game puck today because I don't have a boom roasted. I had a good week. My game puck goes to everybody involved with the live stream of the Edina Wayzata game. It was a fun game to watch. Broadcast did a great job. We want to get into broadcasting
More girls'
more and
games?
more girls' games. Thoroughly enjoyable experience.
We have more on the docket for the year.
We do?
Yes, we do.
Yes.
Yes, we do. Andover, Maple Grove, I believe. Or we already did that one. We already did that one. We got a few coming. A few
They're
more
on
games
we
coming.
got so many
A few more
lists
girls' games
right
coming.
now.
We got about 6 or 7 more boys' high school games coming. It's going to be a great end of the season.
Muy bueno.
Thanks to our sponsor, Map South Hockey. Great training facility in Mendota Heights. Great trainers. Off-season training. If you're interested in a world-class experience, check out mapsouthhockey.com. For Peter Odney, I'm Tony Scott. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you around the rink.